Mm. Got the phone? Mm-hmm. Hello everyone, and welcome to the show. My name's Kerrie. This is our Wednesday night. What did you call it? Session of power or something?
Hour of Power.
Hour of Power. That's what Kaja's called it. It's a pretty good name, isn't it? But yeah, it's a very active month of Aries. And happy birthday to all the Aries people out there. And thanks for joining us. We're so excited to be with everyone. And yeah, so greetings and love from Sydney. So tonight we've got a pretty fast action show. I'll be doing a few readings, and then we will be talking about numbers and how to use them and how magical they really are. So I think you'll really like the subject. So it'll be a bit of fun. So get your notepads out and write down a few notes so you can remember what I'm saying. Otherwise you'll have to keep watching. So let's start. So before we bring Kyra on, I think I'll read the cards. Who's here? Okay, there's Rhonda. There's Yana. Hey Yana, how are you? I'll be working down in Adelaide next month. I think it's towards the end. I'm going to the Adelaide Festival down there at the showground. I'll be doing the stage for 2 days. I think it's Saturday and Sunday. I'll be on the stage there, and I'll have my new book with me. So looking forward to meet all the Adelaide people. I had quite a lot of clients down there back in the day when I worked in Psychic TV. So it'd be so great to connect again, and also with new people too. So that's Adelaide in May at the Adelaide Festival at the showground. So, and there's some fantastic store holders there as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's next month. So hope to see you there. So we'll start the night now, and I hope you had a lovely Easter. It's been absolutely beautiful weather here in Sydney. So the first card I've got tonight, I just picked these randomly. So if they could be similar, like fortnightly, but I just picked them out. So it's obviously they're meant to be for the people who want it. So number 1 is the 6 of Wands. Again, this is the victory card. So there must be a few people that needs this. So whatever situation you're going through in your life, if you've got the victory card, everything's going to be okay. You will prevail. If you're having any problems with your health, with your confidence, or negative situations in your life, you're a winner, baby, as RuPaul would say, because everything's going to work out for you really well. So feel confident and happy and stand tall, shine your light, and understand that you're safe. The worst is over. You're stepping forward, and it's the golden fleece. So it's a victory time where you'll be protected and loved, and Spirit is looking after you and shining light all over you. And you'll have friends that'll come and support you, and just believe and everything will be fine, because this is a beautiful, beautiful card. So that's number 1. So number 2 is the strength card. So if you've been sort of doubting yourself, or again going through a hard time, or you might have a lot of problems on your mind, or you might be stressed to the max and you're not coping, understand that you are a very strong person. You have the strength to sort of handle anything that comes your way, even if it's adversity, and you'll be okay, because you're very strong, you're very powerful. And just remember, just breathe, and just breathe into your power. Like really breathe and understand that nothing can hurt you, nothing can harm you. You're very strong, and you can basically cope with anything. And probably your friends will tell you this, that you're a very strong person. And if it's a job you're going for, it's a very big chance, or a very strong indicator that you've got the universe behind you. The universe is supporting you. So if you're going for a job, I'm saying you've got a pretty good chance. Or don't be surprised if you're signing a contract. So this is also kind of a victory in a way, because you can handle anything. And I feel at the end there's a bit of light coming through the tunnel. So if you've been going through hard times and doubting yourself and feeling stressed, this beautiful light's coming in. See in the background there, it's coming in, it's shining on you, and you've got the strength of Hercules and the lion. So number 2 is the strength card. So that's a really good sort of card to have. And then we have the Empress card. This is number 3. Look, this can be for people that are trying to fall pregnant, or this is about abundance, a new type of abundance coming in your life. So if you pick the card 3, this is about new abundance, new opportunities. You'll be like thrilled because you'll think, oh my God, I feel like the universe really provides. I feel abundant and everything's coming to me and I'm in a really good time no matter what we're going through. I know a lot of people say to me, oh, we're going through a recession at the moment, you know, it's really difficult. But at the end of the day, the world's always up and down all the time, isn't it? So that's why I pray, I call on the angels, I call on my spiritual helpers, because number 3, it's saying don't worry, call on your angel helpers, spirit standing by you. It's a very fertile time for you. It's a time of opportunities where 100% the universe is supporting you with opportunities, doors opening. It's almost too good to be true. So you might feel if you're kind of like pinching yourself when you get this card. It's the Empress card. And as I said, it's a fertility card. So it's also a time for people that are trying to fall pregnant or going through IVF. So if you pull this card and you're going through that, well, there you go. And also it's a double meaning too, that it's about really looking after yourself and understand that this is your time. Stand up, the light's shining on you, step forward and stop worrying about silly things because the abundance card is here. And number 4 is another good one. Oh, all these good cards, it's amazing. Temperance. This is the Temperance card. I actually picked this myself. And this is a peaceful time where it's a good time for the home, it's a good time for relaxing, it's a good time to have your friends to come around and your health's really good, you're feeling on top of the world, like you may have, started to go to the gym, working out, you're starting to eat really good food, you might be losing weight, you're feeling good about yourself. You don't feel like you're stuck in that rut anymore and things are starting to really move. And it's a beautiful time to share. When you go through a good time in life, try and share it with your friends and people that are less, disadvantaged, because sometimes you can be an inspiration to them so they know that they can get their shit together too, because as I said, life is all about lessons and learning, isn't it? So number 4, it's the Temperance card. It's peace, it's calm. You've got the beautiful rainbow there, see that? You've got the beautiful rainbow all around you, all the colours of the rainbow, peace, the beautiful green mountains in the background, the land, the beautiful purple flowers in the front. Take a walk in nature. Take advantage of the beautiful nature here we've got, especially in Sydney. It's so beautiful. The weather's divine. It's not too hot. It's got rid of that horrible heat. We've got a really beautiful sort of shorter days, darker nights, but just it's nice of a day. So number 4, it's the peace, temperance time if you pick that. So there you go. So if you missed out, have a look at the replay and you'll be able to see the meanings for the cards. So now I'm going to call my beautiful Kerrie, my daughter. This is my eldest daughter. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Welcome everyone to
And-
Kaja.
And how about, yes, I'm the daughter, I'm the favourite daughter, the
Oh, yes,
golden
of
girl.
course, the golden girl with your golden hair.
So you have to be nice to me.
I've got another daughter, but she doesn't, she's actually having a baby. She's having a baby in June, a
Yeah.
little boy. So
Yeah, we're
she's sort of
very
nesting at the moment. She's very excited, very
She
happy.
is. She's the other favourite daughter.
So we'll have 2 grandchildren soon. So there you go.
So, happy birthday,
Yes.
favourite mother.
We don't like to talk about birthdays at my age because it's a bit embarrassing.
Really?
Yeah, especially when people say, "Oh, how old are you?"
Oh,
really?
well,
I mean, age is how you feel. I
It
always
is.
feel like I'm 29.
And you look so good for your earth age.
So I
doesn't
am
she?
29. I feel 29. I'm still out there. I'm very active. I'm still working. I'm still working out. I'm writing all the time. I'm traveling. I'm doing so many things. I'm actually thinking, geez, how blessed I am.
Yeah.
Do you feel blessed?
I do. I feel so blessed. And this little girl asked me how old I was the other day.
Yeah.
My friend's daughter, and she was with her dad, and he said, "Oh, you're not allowed to ask that. That's rude to ask somebody how old they are." And I said, "No, and I can't tell you how old I am because that might give a clue to how old this 29-year-old is."
We
But
don't talk about age.
I proudly shared my earth age, and I was a lot older than her dad. And I just feel proud. I've always upped my age, so people say, God, you look good for your age. And it is an energy, and the older I get, the more I feel like a fine wine.
Oh, really? You're a fine wine. Well, it must be
Yes.
old whiskey. So, moving on, I was looking at the crystal ball before, and it was quite interesting. I was saying there's going to be a bit of disruption in the second part of April. Like, it doesn't look, it's kind of scary days. And then I feel it's all going to calm down because people are starting to wake up, people are starting to protest, people are starting to see all the real, what really is going on, you know, and these awful people in power, it's like they're going to have to stand trial one day for what they're doing because people have had enough.
Well, that's happened already.
It's
hasn't
people power. So, you know, like when I think of the people that are disillusioned in America, you know, they think they're safe in their little bubble, but seriously, you know, it's ridiculous, like a tyrant. And like Australians are so switched on, aren't we, really?
Apart from our politicians, but
we're very switched on because, you know, we live in such a beautiful country and we're all, everyone, you can't trick an Aussie, can you? I mean, you know, we all know that it's delicious having a prawn on the barbie, isn't it? You know, like
sure
we live in a great land and, you know, we're very switched on and we, you know, we have a lot to say if we don't like things. And also we're a multicultural country. So, you know, we've grown up with so many nationalities from all over the world and that's what I'm proud of, really. We're not sort of just a one country, we're actually multicultural. So I absolutely love it. When I was a kid, I grew up with so many different people from so many different countries.
That's right. Same with me. We are an island of multiculturalism.
Multiculturalism.
With the oldest living civilization on the planet.
So keep the faith. Keep the faith and love yourself and support your friends and be really positive and stand tall and don't worry. Don't go into the darkness, just call on the light and believe in the angels is what I say.
Yeah, and we are truly blessed, absolutely living here in Australia where it is very safe. Now, just a heads up, can everybody hear us okay tonight?
We put the volume up.
Do we need to project? Because last time we had some issues and we've got a lot to share tonight. So we thought for Kerrie's birthday we'd talk about numbers, the power of numbers and numerology.
Well, I'm not a numerologist, I'm a psychic and a medium. But I believe in the magic of numbers, and I'm going to explain exactly, you know, what it is. But before we do that, what's going on in the world astrology-wise?
Well, you just mentioned it. We're in Aries territory. It's the beginning of the astrology year, and Aries is the ram, the first sign of the zodiac, and the fire element. So things are really going to start to pick up. And as you said, energetically on the planet, things will get very turbulent for a bit.
You can feel it. You can feel the energy building up. There's a shit show going on.
That's right. And Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the god of war. So a little bit of upheaval, fire, but with every breakdown is a breakthrough. And as you mentioned, it's so important to tune into nature. So I felt quite burnt out and overwhelmed yesterday because I'm juggling a lot of jobs and exhausted, to be frank. I'm getting to that burnout point. So my fire's within, you know, I'm feeling quite burnt out. And I did exactly what you just said. I got outside my head, looked outside the window because I was on the bus and it was sunset. The sky was pink, absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, I was heading down to the beach and I was just blown away by the awe and beauty and energy of nature. And I just tuned into that beauty and that energy, took a big deep breath and my goodness gracious, it gave me a powerful reboot and a reset just in that minute.
It's just about living in the moment and really sort of breathing when you get stressed and don't go into the doom and gloom because we need to raise our vibrations. So I think we'll move on to the numbers. I think we'll start with the house numbers first. So I'll talk a little bit about it and you can read out what they mean.
Absolutely, yes, so this is good.
House numbers are really interesting because they tell lots of secrets about the home, about the energy and about the space. And what we do, we add the digits. Like a number 1 house can be 1 and 0. A 10 house is number 1. So, and then a number 2 house is like a 13 or a number 2 or a number 11. Like look at the numbers and they all add up to the lower denominator. Do you understand, everyone?
Yes. Second question. What about those of us that live in units?
You add the numbers up. For example, give me an example.
So I'm in unit 10, I'm a 1.
Unit 10, what's the rest
but
of what's the number of the
building number is 66.
Okay, so you had 6 and 6, which is 12, plus 13, so you're actually in a 4 number.
And Is
You're in
that
a
okay?
4.
Well, I'm in a 4
Yes,
number.
yes. Look,
Interesting.
we'll talk about 4s
We'll
later,
get to
but
that soon.
so you've got to add up the whole number if you're living in a unit.
Okay.
Like, for example, I live in a number 11 house, so I'm living in what we call 1 and 1 is 2. I'm living in a 2 number. So we'll tell you what they are, so you just have to add up the digits. So hopefully you'll understand.
Okay. Do you want me to read them out?
So first of all, I'll talk about the energy of the house
Yeah.
and how it can really tell you a lot about a home. And, you know, if you're looking for homes, check out the numbers and it'll tell you so much about the house, and before you even move in, about the energy. And of course, when you move in, you'll smoke out the house, you'll give it a good air out, and then you'll put your imprint and your energy in. But first, respect the number of the house, because it's telling you how to live your best life in your house or your home.
Okay, so just a quick pause there. So when Kerrie says smoke out your house, we mean a clearing with sage or Palo Santo, a smoking ceremony,
Yes.
a clearing, a cleansing.
Because often in a home, or, you know, when you're moving into a home, often you're picking up energy and imprints of other people that have lived there, if they had problems or whatever, or you might even have some, you know, spirits there hanging around. And if you really smoke out the house, you close all the windows, you get a sage stick, you get a pot, and you put some alfoil on the bottom, and you break it up and you light it, and you start from the front door and you really smoke out the house, stand outside for a while, turn the alarm off, and you go back in, you open all the windows up, and that'll actually get rid of the imprints, the negative energy, because it might be a spirit, it could just be negative energy.
That's right.
Because there's, you know, like, oh, I feel this house feels toxic. I mean, how many times have you felt that when you walked into a home?
Yes.
Oh my God, because, you know, like, you can even see it, like psychically, I could see crap. People were fighting in a bedroom or a room. I could see the imprints on the wall, what was happening, because the whole house talks to you.
Yeah, and
Or an office.
And another tip is to give it a good fresh coat of paint internally. Is that good to clear it as well?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it gives it a good smell. Gets rid of those yucky smells.
Yeah. So Christy Cunningham, 44. That means you're an 8.
You're an 8 house.
And just add the digits up. Those
Just
that are 11.
add the digits up.
Yeah.
So add all your digits up, and you take it to the lowest denominator.
Yeah. So Sharon Detmar, yes, 9, 10, 11 is a 2. 1 and 1
you're
is
a 2.
Yep.
So
all right,
the
you've got
numbers
this.
start from 1 to 2, to 9. The numbers go from 1 to 9.
Yeah.
So you add up all your numbers, and you'll get the energy of the house. So number 1 house.
This is a number of responsibility and can make the occupant feel alone. This is a house for someone independent who has or wants a high-level job or career.
It's interesting. I've got a woman that lives in a number 1 home. She lives in a 10. It's a 10 house. And another friend, like a 100A or something, you know. And this friend of mine, she travels all the time. She's never home.
Okay, Nita Leons is a 1. Does that resonate with you, Nita?
There you go.
Interesting.
And so if you do feel lonely in the house, invite friends over, talk to the house, but understand, you know, when you're going through hard times, that's the energy of your house. You might feel lonely. Yeah.
Right, the next number
is number 2.
This house is for busy people who often keep late nights and that are always coming and going. The number also attracts psychic people. Yours is a 2. And people that are sensitive to energy. The number also attracts people that are community-minded, into welfare and caring.
Well, there you go, because I've been living in this house probably for 8 years now. It's a number 11, so it's a number 2 house. Yes, I am psychic. Yes, I do stay up late at night because I'm not a very good sleeper. So that's why I have to meditate to build the energy up. So I do keep late nights because my mind's 100 miles per hour. You know, when you've got ADHD like I have, it's tough. So I'm a late person. I'll go to bed, but I'm up watching TV because I can't sleep. So I've learned to, sometimes I might take some melatonin because I really need to, I need to sleep, you know. But yes, I'm very busy, so I'm very busy in my number 2 house, and also I'm very spiritual, and I'm blessed, and I love my house, and I fill it with lots of plants and beautiful paintings and crystals. So I really, because it's a spiritual house, I really sort of have that intention, and it's been a wonderful home. And it seems to attract a lot of birds too, spiritual houses. Number 3.
Okay, this is a good energy for people that love travel, enjoy adventure, and like to be in the limelight. Not for the faint-hearted. This home is for ambitious, successful people that like to give life a go, are adventurous, and like to take risks.
What does that say?
5 to 9. So Louise Davis is a 5 to 9.
Well, you've got to add the numbers up. That's a 14. So you're actually 5 to 9. That's a 14. That's a 5.
Okay. So we just read out 3.
Yeah.
The adventurous and the risk-taking people. People like the limelight and that are ambitious and love travel and adventure. All right, number 4 is next. So this is what I have, number 4, which...
Yeah. Well, adding up all your digits, it's not a bad number. It's not also, for example, people say, oh, I live in a 13 house. At 13, it's actually a really lucky number.
Well, 13 is the goddess number.
It's the goddess number.
Goddess
so people
number,
say, oh,
1
you know,
and 3.
Friday the 13th. I think, oh, great, I can't wait till it's Friday the 13th because
so
that's
I've
my
got
lucky day. So it's rubbish, you know.
Yeah.
It's all sort of stuff that's sort of imprinted into you from the church or whatever, you know.
That's right. So before I read it out, you know, in feng shui or, you know, the traditional Tao or Chinese...
If you're worried about that you're living in a number 4 house, because Chinese people, they say it's unlucky, but truly it's not.
No,
it's not.
Flip it.
You can put a circle around your number. Like, for example, you're living in, what's the number of your flat?
At the front, so it's
No,
a 3.
not at the front. You can't do that.
Oh, the flat is a 1.
Okay, just put a ring around it.
Okay.
You can buy a ring, you know, buy a gold ring or place a ring around it, and that will cut out any negative energy
Well,
from
at the moment, we don't even have a number on our unit, on our new door.
Well,
which is
if you do
interesting.
that, just put, I always, like if it's safe, it's out the front in a house, not a unit, I would just put a ring around it. Because it's only Chinese people who are into that unlucky
Anyway.
or, you know, bad arrows stuff. I don't believe in that personally. I think number 4 is a beautiful home for families. But anyway, read it out.
Okay, yeah. This address has very unpredictable energy. Some people believe it might be unlucky, which is what we've just discussed, but that depends on your belief system.
Yes.
What is agreed is that life in this number house may go in unexpected directions. This house would be better suited to people who can go with the flow. Oh, hello. And are accepting of what the universal chi energy gives them. Sometimes this home energy number can indicate isolation or loneliness.
Right. Well, with your house, that's just the energy. That doesn't mean you're supposed to be that. You just need to be aware of what your home has.
We get a lot of birds and nature in our home, which is really
And you can
lovely.
always improve your house with feng shui, with having beautiful plants and crystals, like
That's
I
right.
said, and also, you know, a bird bath. You might have a beautiful, but that will definitely help the chi energy.
That's right, but my partner's definitely isolated himself since we've moved there, that's for sure. So that's interesting.
You need to be aware to go out more.
That's right.
Okay, number 5.
This is a great number for running a business from home, as it is a high energy with many things going on for the occupants. If you are planning on having a quiet family life, this is not the right number for you, as this number attracts people that like to be busy and travel. This home is often a good investment.
And it's quite interesting because people say, gee, you know, I never stop. Always I never stop. I'm always on the go. I'm exhausted. And I go, not surprised you're living in a number 5. I think that's the energy from the house that you're working, you know, against. Maybe you need to change the chi energy. Start to sort of put some beautiful, energy into it yourself by using cures with the feng shui. Okay.
Number 6, house number 6 is next. This is a good and favourite number for families and a home for stability, as people tend to be here for a long time. This energy usually attracts people that are artistic or talented and tends to draw the better qualities out of everyone who lives here if they have a creative nature. This is a harmonious home and very good for romance.
Well, that's interesting because I lived in a number 33, 3 and 3 is 6, for 25 years. It was a beautiful home. It was across from a church, which was quite interesting. And it was the most beautiful home, and I had 2 daughters lived there. One was an actress, ended up being an actress. Here we go over here, this one. And the other one was an artist. The other daughter, the younger one's an artist, and I was into acting when I first moved in there, and then I got into more teaching, spirituality, that sort of thing. And I used to run these classes up the back of my home, and it was just so fantastic until I got so busy I had to move out because there was too much traffic, so I moved up to the top of the hill and got an office.
And that's where Kerrie did a lot of her meditations and created this celebrity oracle deck that we often work with during these nights. You did so much of that house.
I think
It was
I wrote
special.
so many books. I mean, I've written 14 books altogether, but
Yeah.
I've written quite a few books here. But the majority of my books are written when I lived in that house because it was so creative.
It was
the
energy, and it was across the road from a church
Yeah.
in Lord Street.
And the name was Lord Street, so it was
Beautiful.
over on the North Shore. But
Yeah.
I didn't really like that area. I prefer where I live now, but you know, like it was just the house was just majestic,
Yeah, it was
Majestic.
very. I
and
liked
it was full of owls.
owls,
remember-
birds. Yeah, it was
So
beautiful.
many owls. We had owls, you know, up the back, and they'd wake you up in the middle of the night. It was a very spiritual house.
And Simone Eloise has mentioned master numbers 11, 22, 33.
You add them up to
Yeah,
one digit.
she's saying she's disagreeing and saying you
This
don't.
is no. We're not doing numerology. We're talking about house numbers. It's not a debate on numerology. This is how I work. I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm just talking about the frequency
Yeah.
of the home. So I'm not here to discuss or argue with people that are doing numerology. This has got nothing to do
Yeah.
with that.
Uh,
This is how I work with my energy in my homes and what I've got.
Yeah.
And it works for me. So it's up to you if you want to take it. Don't bother about it. Just do your own thing. But it's not a numerology lesson. It's about the energy of the houses.
That's right. But having said that, I did advertise tonight as working with numerology, but your style of numbers with houses, and we'll get on to the numerology
You do what
later.
you want to do. You have your theory, but this is how I work. And I've written books on this myself, so it works for me. So give it a go.
Yeah. So house number 8. 7. We're on to 7. Sorry, lucky 7. This is a home that is renowned for problems with plumbing and structure. It is also a number that holds memories and is sensitive to energies. People that are sensitive need to be careful of their health in a number 7 house.
Yes.
House number 8. This is an energy home that is perfect for older people or younger people that are mature. This is a great home for relationships, careers, and will often take the occupants through a positive phase. It also suggests looking after your diet. Opportunities are high for people wanting to make the most of their natural gifts and talents. And
So there's just some tips.
The last one, we're on to tip 9. House number 9, be careful with this home as sometimes it can attract problems with neighbours. Zodiac signs like Aries and Scorpios will be attracted to this number, as it will help them advance with their careers no matter what it is. Travel is indicated as well for the occupants of this home, and books and literature indicated as well.
Slow it down, it's too fast.
Slow it down. Okay, this number will also bring out your natural hidden talents. It can also indicate accidents, so be careful. Think about when we trust and learn to use our intuition all the time in our daily lives. If we can get better information and certain feelings about people, places, and confusing situations, we are able to get a clearer and bigger picture by recognizing what is going on in our world.
So these numbers are what I use with my business. I actually clear energies. I also do spirit rescues. I'm a medium. So often when I'm clearing out people's houses, I go into the frequency of the house and the number, which I feel will help the person. So it's actually been very successful. So it's up to you if you want these tips. You know, I'm not forcing them down your throat, but it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. And just at the end of that note, by recognizing patterns in our daily lives, we can avoid unnecessary mistakes.
So these are just little tips for the
Yeah.
energies of your home.
That's
Anyway,
right.
just give it a go. Be open-minded. Think, can I relate to that? Yes or no? It's up to you what you feel. But these were just what I use when I go into houses and I clear them, and I can pick up the frequencies and the energies. So
Okay.
next we're going to be talking about day numbers, which isn't like, say for example, I'm a master 11. I'm a master 11 number. I'm not talking about that in numerology. I'm actually talking about the day you were born. And again, this goes from 1 to 9. Okay? So this is the day you were born, and this tells a little bit about the personality, because often when I read, it's just it's very general. It's very general. It's not like, numerology where it goes right into it, And like, for example, when I'm reading people, I get their birthday, and basically I can find out a lot about the person before I even... It's like a psychic link for me. So just looking at the day number, it tells me a lot about, and then it gives me a psychic link and to sort of get into the psyche of the person. And it's a really good way to work if you want to tune into people. It tells you a lot.
So
As it
again,
takes it further.
Radini, Let's Vedas has asked what number a 10 house is. Again, it's
A
a
one.
1. Get rid of the 0 or add the numbers up. So
Yes.
1 and 0 is
Just
1.
add all the digits up and take it to the last number.
Okay, so speaking of day numbers, day 1. Thanks, Radini. So if you're born on the 1st, the 10th, or the 19th, you are born leaders.
This is the personality types.
So you're very independent, hardworking, prefer to work on your own.
Mm.
You don't like being told what to do and like to run things your own way.
Mm.
As you always like to be in control and tend to call the shots in most situation in your life.
Yes. And it's very interesting. I work with a girlfriend of mine. She's born on the 10th. And she's amazing. She's like, she never stops. She bounces around the walls. And she's at what I call her a one-day person. And I've got to say, you never tell her what to do. She's like Pippi Longstocking, you know. I never tell her what to do. She always has to handle where we're working. She's in charge. She runs it. And I just learnt that I don't argue. I just go along with her. As two creative people, we can pull each other's hairs out, right?
That's right.
But because of her born on the 1st, I think, okay, I'll give her the stage. She can run the show. So long as I do my thing, I don't care. So I've learnt to sort of understand her personality through that. It's quite interesting how spot on that is.
Yeah. So you can be very dominating, easily frustrated with the same routines, can't handle being micromanaged.
Yeah, but so if you're a number 1, I say, hey, you're Pippi Longstocking, you know, like you're very independent
I don't think
person.
a lot of people would know who Pippi Longstocking is.
A lot of people
She's a
do.
Scandinavian,
very independent little girl who used to run the show for everyone in the street.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 personality type. So the 2nd, 11th, and 20th. Generally, type 2 people are the peacemakers, as they are very peaceful, spiritual, and generally don't like to argue or have disagreements with others. They are warm and affectionate and can be very diplomatic, patient, and tolerant unless they feel like they are under some type of threat.
Okay.
They are sensitive people but are often moody, can suffer mood swings, depression, that can be hard to manage. They're highly intuitive and they're strong empaths. Once they trust the person in their life, they are happy to share their whole inner world.
I have to say, I've had quite a few, when I was teaching, I used to run classes. I used to train people in trance and meditation and mediumship and psychic abilities for years and ran tarot classes. And all the students I found, like generalising, that were born, you know, were day 2 people, they were usually the most psychic. It's quite amazing. They were extraordinary. They had incredible talents, you know.
Yeah. I know a lot of sensitive psychic
Very sensitive people, number 2s.
Okay, day 3, the 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th. They say 3 is an auspicious number, which is lucky. Type 3 people are what we call the builders of the world, practical, good thinkers, and often take their work seriously, leading them to success. Even though it might take them a while to get there, it's no surprise that they are highly creative and have a good sense of harmony and art in everything they do. These personality types are often on the go, can be hard workers, quite social and fun-loving as they have a strong love for freedom. They also do not like to feel restricted in personal relationships as they need their space and don't appreciate being controlled or restricted. They often seek relationships where they can have their personal freedom and offer the same for their chosen partner. They also have a strong eye for beauty.
Look, I have to say, that was number 4, was it?
3.
Number 3, look, the number 3 people, day people, number 3, I found that they're incredible entrepreneurs. And I've met quite a few men and women, and I'll say, what's your birthday? And they go, oh, and I go, no, you're a number 3. Like, that's my brain.
She does that a lot. She'll judge a person by their day
don't
number.
judge.
She's like, oh, don't tell me they're a beep.
No, I think, no, this is if I'm working with them.
You mentioned me, oh, that person's a number.
Anyway, no, I'm not. That's not true.
It is.
That is absolutely not true. But anyway, the 3, I've found that like my sister, for example, she's the 3rd. She's number 3 day person. She's a Capricorn. God, she's amazing. She's a really good businesswoman. She looks after my parents, doesn't she? Like she's in charge. She's in charge of all the money, all the banking and everything because they're older now. And I've said, look, I'm happy to do it. No. She's younger than me and she's organised. She's the organiser.
Yeah.
So they're really good entrepreneurs, number 3 day people.
All right, day 4, personality types, the 4th, the 13th, 22nd and 31st. Can you shed a bit of light on the day 4, or do you want to keep reading?
Day 4 people, like for me, I often say if you're born on the day, don't get in your way. There's an old saying, you know, often 4 people I find they procrastinate. They do. They're beautiful people. They love beautiful things. They're very good business people. They're smart. They're very articulate. But then they're very busy and they're able to run really, really good. Most of the people I know that are 4-day people, they're very successful. But the worst thing is bad decisions.
They overthink things.
They overthink things. It's like, oh my God, get out of your way. And I'll say that to them. And I go, yeah, you were so right. And I said, look, this is just generalising, you know. But really, watch that trait.
Okay, they're sharp-minded, honest, trustworthy, loyal, powerful, and very organised and down to earth.
Yes.
They need to relax more and strive for harmony. Day 5, the 5th, 14th, 23rd. Quick thinkers, kind, intelligent, confident, charismatic, energetic, adventurous, curious, restless, and very creative.
Yes.
They often have fast minds.
And also they can be very fickle. I'm a number 5. I'm born on the 14th. I'm number 5. But if something really bugs me, it's like the person I absolutely love, I lose interest in them. Because I can be fickle. I think, oh, I can't handle that person. It's like too much. Like I can't stand people who go on and on about their problems all the time. And please stop. I don't want to hear that problem anymore. It makes me feel depressed. But they don't hear you. They just want to hear that. It's like a record. So, I sort of switch and I can't see them anymore.
That's right.
So
that's
5s can be very, because I think it affects their energy is what I get.
Yeah, you like
Fickle.
new, but you like new and exciting
Good friends,
experiences, which
watch
can,
it, you know, talking blah blah blah.
Yeah. So
Negative.
somebody's just asked where I'm reading these notes from. These are Kerrie's notes.
These are
that
my
she's
notes.
channeled and downloaded.
I've had these for years. I've been working on these people. Like I've had a practice for I won't tell you how many years, but I've been around for a long time, and it's just my observation of the people that I've worked with.
Is this in any of your books?
And it's in my new book, which I actually
this one?
last year I brought it out.
Oh, okay.
It's called A Medium Story. There's a whole section on it. It talks
numbers.
about a lot of things, day numbers. It talks about lots and lots of subjects on a psychic thing. So you can buy this online.
Okay.
I actually won a prize for it. That's a beautiful ice hole in
Iceland.
Iceland, yeah.
So I'll just get through the other. There's so many questions coming through, so we'll just get through the rest of the numbers, or you can look that book up. Number 6 personality type, 6th, 15th, 24th.
Yeah, okay. Number 6 people, they're homebodies. They love their homes. The men make very good husbands, I have to say. If you're married to someone who's the 24th, which is a day 6 number, they love their home, they love their comforts, they make very good family members. They're like pussycats, really. And they're very creative, they're very smart, they usually have their own business, they're very independent, and they really believe in families.
That's right.
So that's number 6 is a very good people that, you know, want to have a family, want to settle and believe in that sort of thing. And they're very lovely to have as friends because they're very loyal.
It's a Venusian number, day by the planet, ruled by the planet Venus. So they love beauty, harmony, art, music, beauty.
Very creative, and often people that are 6, you see that they play a lot of music or you know, and they love the arts.
And romantics.
They're quite romantic, yes.
Okay, day 7, very spiritual, insightful. Meditation and good exercise helps them with every aspect in life. Bad decision makers, usually. They sometimes learn the hard way. I'm a 7. All right, tell them what 7s are like.
7s are very spiritual. They're usually very intuitive, very spiritual, but often they sort of jump ahead. Even they don't listen to their gut, do they? Sometimes they can have we all have a tendency, that's generalising, that we all have a tendency of doing that. But number 7, I always say they should know better because sometimes they can learn the hard way. They can really learn the hard way.
So this is the 16th, 25th and the 7th.
So if you've got a number 7 day person in your life, you think they've probably been through a bit of a hard time, probably because, you know, they should know better is what I say.
Yeah.
Because they do know, they do feel things.
Yeah, they are very intuitive.
Very intuitive.
They like to go into the deeper meaning of life rather than the face-to-face superficial. Number 7s are quite deep and can be thought of as a little bit intense, misread as intense. So that's the day 7. Day 8 personality, 8th, 17th and the 26th. Good business people.
Okay, with the 8s though, they love money. They're very, very successful in business. But with the 8s, I've found in my experience, often they'll be attracted not everyone, not generalising. Some of them can be attracted to the wrong person. They may have a few marriages up their sleeve because they sort of jump in because they've obviously signed up to have a few experiences, you know, with their spiritual lessons and learning. And they sometimes may be attracted to the wrong people, you know, and they sort of find out when it's kind of too late. That's what I've found. That could be the flaw. But other than that, they love beautiful things. They like to indulge. Eights like to indulge, and they're like the emperor. They dress well. They like to have nice things. They're quite materialistic. Well, so what, aren't we all? But you know, I love eights.
Yeah, same. And they're very confident.
Yeah, they are, and you just think, wow, you're so cool. I really like you.
Yeah,
you know,
I've got a lot of eights.
Yeah, I love eights. Yeah.
All right, last one, day 9 personality, the 9th, 18th, and 27th. Imaginative, passionate, and creative. We're also into global awareness and are here to help humanity.
They're the humanitarians, the number 9s. And oh my God, I am surrounded by 9-day women that they have that number. And they're so independent. They don't take any shit whatsoever. And I might say, like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, I'm pretty bossy Aries, but wow, I sort of know my place with a 9 woman, that's for sure. Or a male, like they're sort of bossy in a way.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
have you found that?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit bossy, and they sort of like to run the show, and you sort of think, you know, but anyway.
And what they give out, they often get back. Their relationships are very calm.
But they'll stand by you thick and thin. Okay, moving on to questions. Any
so
questions?
We've got lots
we'll
of
do
questions.
some readings now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first question is for Deb P. Hello. Can we please tune into my sister Leslie, who passed a few years ago? Can you tune into my sister and any changes in my work?
Okay. What I'm getting is I feel you're going through a bit of a restless time. You're kind of looking at your life and you're thinking, oh, you know, I want to do something different, because I feel you're a person, you've done a lot. I don't see you retiring though. I do feel you'll be working, but I feel it could be in another role. With your sister though, I feel she's in the spirit world. I feel you may have a mother there, or there's an older woman there with her, and so she's not alone. Your sister, I feel she had like a cancer. And I feel that she was very strong personality, and I feel she fought it very strongly. But when she got it, she sort of went quite fast, is what I'm getting. But she's very strong, and she comes through, and I feel you and her were very connected. And she sends her love to you, and she's telling me what a good mother you are, and you know how important the family is. But I feel death, you know, of a loved one, like a sister or a brother or something in the family. It's something you never forget them. It's got a big impact on you, Deb. So, you know, just understand that she's safe, she's secure. And sometimes I feel you feel that she comes around you, is what I'm getting. And I feel you may have dreamt of her in the past when she first crossed, but I feel she was a very busy person too. And I feel also that I don't know whether she's already reincarnated back in through your grandchildren, or she wants to come back. I feel you may even see her in this lifetime again through a reincarnation in the family, is what I'm getting, because it's almost like she feels she missed out. She was very sort of strong-minded, your sister, and she was very kind. I pick her up as a very kind person, but I just feel that she's a bit resentful because she feels that she didn't sort of really fulfill her life, is what I'm getting. But beautiful person. So I'll pick a card for her. This is a message for you.
Okay, so Kerrie's picked Serapis Bay. Go now.
Serapis Bay is a beautiful master energy which you can meditate to, and Serapis Bay is very much into nature spirits, so nature's good for you too, but the message here is for you. Whatever you want to do, just go now. If you want to do travel, if you want to do study, if you want to take time out to do what you want to do, you need to do it now, because I feel you've been thinking it for a while. So there's something beautiful there for you happening in the near future.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
Right, Jocelyn Stevens is next. Hi, Kerrie and Kaja. Do you see me getting enough money to buy land back home in Mauritius, please?
Absolutely. I see you accumulating money, because I don't feel it's expensive here, and I feel you'll do it through hard work, is what I'm getting. And I feel your dream has always been to go back there and live in your older life. And it's just because it just feels so clean, so bright. I've never been there myself, but it's something that you're passionate about. And I do feel you will go back there, and you may even live out your older life, your elder life. And I feel that the money will come through work, and I feel definitely your dreams will be filled. And because I don't know if you've still got family there, but I feel it's like a home to you. It's something that you've never forgotten. I just feel you really resonate with the energy there. So I definitely see you going back there again, and definitely buying something or living there. You'll be fine. I just feel you'll have very happy moments there. And the card for you?
Freedom. The goddess Hina.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you love it there because it's a very free, sort of very, sort of that sort of energy, isn't it? Very free, very sort of light.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah,
light.
beautiful.
Very light energy where, and that's something that you can't really find here.
Okay, next question is for Diana Issa. Hi ladies, I've been getting anxiety lately. On another level, I don't know why. And are there any messages for me?
Look, I feel for you, I just feel you've got a lot of pent up energy. It's like I've got a headache when I tune into you. I feel you actually need to go and get like a spiritual healing or a cleanse would be excellent. Go and see a spiritual healer. I don't know if you're a member of a spiritualist church or you might want to do something like, I really feel you need some healing, and also some really good friendships would be wonderful for you, and going out and joining groups. I just feel you're a little bit isolated and you tend to sort of keep to yourself. So I feel going out sort of, if you can, or meeting people or just getting involved in something, because I just feel you've got a lot of time on your hands, mostly for other people but not for yourself. So I'd be doing something like that. And also, as well, give your house a smoke out,
And
a
Kerrie's
cleanse.
picked the energy healing card for you, Merlin.
There you go. That's indicating to me you need to go and get like a spiritual healing or go and see a kinesiologist, because I feel that's unnecessary, the energy that you're holding. It's showing me that you will find a really good healer because you pulled the Merlin card.
And Kerrie's got some fantastic free meditations on her website that are very powerful. You can do some deep self-healing with her guided meditations on the website.
I feel she may need like a hands-on though.
Yeah, absolutely. But to top it up, and for everybody else that needs a healing
Free-
and can't
free
afford
audio.
it, time-wise or financially, free audio healings. All right, Sasha Green is next. Can I ask about Dougie and whether he will break no contact after he snapped at me for getting me an AVO and his ex-partner who was threatening and harassing me? I miss him sadly.
Dougie needs to go.
Sasha, I told you this when I saw you that night to flip all of them.
Dougie is a little prick. Sorry.
Toxic.
And he's toxic, and honestly, to be honest, he doesn't love you. I know that's horrible to say, but you love him more than he loves you. I feel he's just concentrating on himself, and he doesn't really give a shit about anyone in his life.
Ever.
And obviously his mother never taught him any manners.
Exactly.
I just pick him up as a little horrible person, and he's very immature. He's like a child. So I'm the message I get for you is run to the hills.
That's right. Not to the hills where his family live.
And
the opposite direction.
Stop picking up these horrible men that treat you like crap, because it's all about them. It's kind of like you're attracted to narcissists in a way, I have to say.
Yeah. Okay, but there's the peace offering card. White buffalo calf woman.
You need to cut the ties. You need to cut the ties with this Dougie, whatever he is. And see you later, alligator, and just get away from him because he's suffocating.
And make peace with the reality. He will never be.
No,
he doesn't even love himself.
Look, he doesn't love you, okay? He reminds me of a patient.
Yeah.
So stop rescuing these bad boys.
Make peace with the truth. Toxic. Run
And
the
anyone
other
out there, get rid of the bad boys, the bad girls, and concentrate people that are more loving, far more loving and giving. Not where my dress is falling to pieces. Not where you're constantly giving and trying to please them, and you're trying to make a stand, but they don't give a shit because they're too involved in themselves. What an idiot is what I'm saying.
Fly.
Sorry, but
first love yourself. I saw that and I got really disappointed.
I feel he's still very involved with that other woman, actually.
Terrible.
He's still got feelings for her because she got rid of him.
A waste of your energy and time.
Yeah.
Okay, Dana Harris is next. Hi, Dana. Hi, Kerrie. Have I got the unit I applied for? I'm living in a tent, praying for a miracle.
I feel definitely you're going to get a house. I feel that next time you go looking for houses in these offices, you really need to present yourself. Like, make sure you have your hair washed, be presentable, look nice, and sort of go in there. And then I know it sounds superficial, but I feel it's about leaving an impression on these people that do this. But you will get a property. You just have to take your time. Just look upon it as a holiday at the moment. You're just on a holiday. I'm definitely getting government assistance that is coming for you. You'll be fine. It's just a time thing. I just feel there's a whole lot of people ahead of you. So, just see where you're living now. It's like a holiday. You're on a holiday, that's all. You'll be fine.
And Kerrie has picked El Moria. Clear and shield your energy.
Another thing you can do before you go for these interviews for these places, I feel if you're going into the office face to face, be presentable and also clear your energy field and do the white room technique and just put a protective bubble around you and just send out love. And it's just saying, be mindful of your energy and just be polite, and honestly it'll come. It's just, I know it's frustrating, you feel like you're pulling out your hair, I got it, but you'll be fine.
Okay, Kylie Veray is next. A dear friend of my mum's, Carol, who helped my brother, sister and I out after our mother passed on this around 16 years ago, just passed in January this year. We had not really talked much in the last 4 years. Is she with my mum, and does she know how much I loved her?
Yeah.
I was very thankful for what she did to us.
Carol knows, she's very aware. I don't know, I get cigarette smoke around her. I don't know if she was a smoker, but there was definitely someone around who smoked non-stop is what I'm getting. And of course she's with your mother. She loved your girls like your own. She loved you guys like you were hers. And she did everything she did in her power. And I just feel she got very sick towards the end of her life. And she wasn't in the state of mind to really have visitors to see people or anything. But she's died very peacefully is what I'm getting. And she loved you kids like her own. And she hears your prayers. And it was a privilege for her to come in and to look after you guys. And she gave you everything she could. She's saying she wasn't exactly a good cook, but she tried, and she did it for your mum. She loved your mum, and she was just like an earth angel, Carol. She was just like an earth angel. And I just feel that, she had a lot of problems in her life too, but I don't think she really sort of let it get her down. And looking after you guys, it was like it was a privilege, it was an honour, and it gave her a sense of family, and it also gave her a lot of love too, and she really appreciates everything. And she's talking about one of the kids may have had a teddy bear. I'm seeing a teddy bear. She's showing me a teddy bear. I don't know who owns this, but it's an old teddy bear and it had a missing eye or something is what I'm getting. I don't know what that is. And she's just laughing. Have you still got the teddy bear or something?
And Kerrie's picked a yoga card, Baba G.
Now this is a beautiful card. This is saying that, it's time for you to relax and come into yourself more, and maybe get into yoga, meditation or something like that, and to start to trust your intuition, because I feel you're very spiritual too. So doing any sort of yoga or meditation would be very, very good for you. And just understand, there was a lot of, you received a lot of love as a child. You really did. So that's a beautiful feeling.
And yoga's not just the stretching, it's breathing, it's meditation.
It's a way of life.
That's right. That's correct. Okay, Liv Harris is next. Hello, I'm wondering if there's another baby on the horizon me.
I get definitely a baby there for you. I feel you've been thinking about it for a long time. It's about making up your mind. I feel it's something that won't go away. So I feel at the moment it's sort of cross swords around you. But if you really want one, give it a go. And I feel that you will be able to do that. But it's about, you have to really make up your mind with what you want instead of just sort of thinking, oh, will it happen, will it won't. But I do feel there's an opportunity, yes. Yes, there is an opportunity there. So pursue it if you want it, go for it, and I feel you'll be very happy. But just really nurture yourself and understand that anything's possible in this world.
And Kerrie's picked the crystals. The crystal card for you, Epona. Maybe get some crystals to help with getting pregnant.
I feel crystals are really good for you anyway. Like you're really attracted to them. Like maybe you did it as a kid. And I feel, I'm not sure about fertility crystals. Maybe you can Google that. But I feel something like even a rose quartz would be really lovely, to wear around your neck, because you're such a beautiful energy. You're very soft, very gentle, and you're very loving. So crystals are very soothing for you. Soothing is what I'm getting. But, where there's a will, there's a way. So if you really want one, just go for it, and put it out there. I do feel there's an opportunity, yes.
Okay, Tanya Lee is next. Hi, ladies. Is there a romantic relationship on or near the horizon for me, please?
Look, Tanya, I feel you're a very independent person. You've been by yourself for a very long time. You're very strong, very, very strong. But I also, there was a period of time where you didn't trust people. I do feel you've got an older woman around you, sort of like a mother, could have been a grandmother or someone who was kind of took you under her wing. And she's telling me that you went for quite a difficult time in your life where you were different from, a bit of an oddball, different from everyone. With you, I feel you're just really coming into yourself now. You're really starting to discover yourself. and it's about, I feel you've been through perhaps a bit of illness as well, and you come to a really good stage, and I feel this is kind of like the last hurrah, will I open myself to love, will I give it a go? And I feel it's there if you want it, but it's like you have to want it, you have to own it, you need to open your heart up and see what happens, because you've got so much love to give. You're a person that you always give to everyone, but now it's time to give to yourself. So I'd probably be going to different clubs, getting involved with different people, or maybe even going on dating sites, because I don't feel you're going to find someone just sitting in a beanbag. I feel you need to actively go out there and, yes, I'm now ready to have a relationship, thank you. And you will meet someone. Could even be through a club or a gathering of people. And card for Tanya?
Yeah. Ooh. White Tara, purification.
I feel you've done a lot of work on yourself, cutting the ties with people that don't serve you, coming to terms with your life and how far you've come. So I feel that you're really at a time in your life where, you're pure, you're happy, your heart's open, it's beautiful, open and generous. So now it's your time to just fly and open yourself up to love.
Yeah. Okay. Andrea Maratzova is next. Good evening, ladies, and thank you for your time. My sister has been trying to get pregnant for a long time, several years now, and I would like to also ask if she might be having a baby this year.
Look, I feel that she may have some sort of block there. I don't know if you're into past lives, but I'd be looking at a past life therapist or a kinesiologist or something. I know you're going through medical, but IVF and that sort of thing, but I would definitely look at other alternatives. I always marry the two, conventional medicine with alternative. So I think it could be a block through past lives or something to do that. I feel you might be doing something alternative, and when you do that, I feel there will be an opportunity, because it's just been very heartbreaking. So I feel there will be a pregnancy, and I feel it's more towards the end of the year, but I feel it going down another road. Could be past lives, it could be kinesiology or some sort of acupuncture as well, and really get involved in that, because I feel you've got like a bit of a blockage, is what I'm getting. I'm not a doctor, but I feel there's some sort of blockage is what I can feel.
Traditional Chinese medicine is always great.
Yes, it is.
And Kerrie has picked the spiritual law of attraction, Melchizedek.
Melchizedek was actually an incredible magician. So call on the power of Melchizedek to create a miracle for you.
Create some magic. All right, Radini Aletsavitas is next. Would love a message from my grandfather. It's coming up to his 10 years passing, and I know my grandmother and the family really miss him.
Yeah.
Does he have a message for us, and is he looking out for us? Our household has been struck down with illness these last couple of weeks. Will we get better? And is he watching over us, especially my daughter?
I feel he is. I feel that he had a very strong connection to family. He was like a big teddy bear, is what I'm getting. I feel he was sort of a fixer. He was always working with his hands. I don't know what it was. He could fix things, is what I'm getting. But he loved food too. He always loved food on the table. He loved what your grandmother, the food he made. It was delicious. Like she knew how to get to his heart, because he was a foodie. Loved food, loved things. He loved life. Very simple person. I don't know if he was into cars at some stage of his life, but I feel when he was younger he had a car, and I feel he used to wash it all the time, because I can see this car in the driveway. And also he liked the house organised, and he was the head of the family. And yes, he does miss the family, but I do feel that he had a connection to birds too in his older age. I feel there might have been a lot of birds around him, or in the garden around him. He's talking about the birds in the garden. He used to listen to them when he was lying in bed in the mornings, because he loved the sound of birds, in the background. So birds were very important. Very simple person, very loving. He's talking about these illnesses. He says it's just going through a phase. The house probably needs a bit of a clear out, a bit of a sage. Open the windows up, get rid of the clutter, and this new energy will come in. Probably by the next couple of weeks, I'd say things are going to get a lot better. And the message for you is he's glad that you've all stuck together.
And Kerrie has picked Lady Nada, mother, wife, sister, daughter.
Lady Nada is a beautiful feminine energy, and she's coming around you, and she's saying, don't worry, things will be fine, because it's almost like the angels are looking after you. Lady Nada is a beautiful nurturing energy. So that's a beautiful master energy to pull.
That's gorgeous.
I love Lady Nada.
Okay, lucky last
Very gentle.
we'll finish on a romance note. Elizabeth Glanville. Hi ladies. Help. Should I date Jason? I have noticed a few red flags, wondering if it's me overthinking or is my intuition? Is Jason a good man?
I feel there's something missing of Jason. I can't get over the red flags, and also I can see you thinking, not sure. I always say, when in doubt, don't. There's something about Jason, I don't know, look at his dirty feet or something. I don't know, I'd just be friendly with him, get to know him, but I don't think I'll be dating him because I don't think Jason's for you. I think you could do a lot better. Sorry, I hope Jason's not listening. But I don't know, you've seen the red flags. I'm thinking, you've already been involved with red flag people, haven't you? So, it's going ding dong. That's the spirit world going ding dong. Open your eyes, wake up. He's not for you. He might look delicious like a beautiful pie or something, but at the end of the day, it doesn't taste so nice inside. Yeah, no.
And Kerrie's picked the Ocean card. Drink more water, cleanse.
Isn't that amazing? It's amazing how water is so good for you.
Oh,
because, if you're feeling stuck and your energy feels stuck, and you might exercise and everything, but a lot of us don't drink water, so we become clogged, don't we? I've got to drink some water too. You become clogged because when you wash the water, it sort of pushes everything out.
Flushes the toxins, the energy. It flushes the red flags.
Yeah, I've got to get rid of Jason. He's in my mouth. Yeah.
Flush Jason out. Okay, so we've finished.
Sorry, Jace.
The hour of power is over.
Yes.
So what's your last message for everybody?
My message is, I feel that, the end of, in the April, I feel it's going to be like Thor, the Thunder God, of all the wars and this and that, the threats and blah, 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 and people out of control. But I feel we have to go through this rough patch. I'm sort of getting the Chariot card, and I was looking at it in the crystal ball. It's like a shitstorm's around us at the moment. It's going to get worse, but then I feel it's gradually going to get better. People are saying, we're in a recession, but I really believe it's a state of mind, because there's enough for everyone,
Right.
And, the only thing I'm going to say is we need to be more kind. We need to be more kind to ourselves. We need to be, I sound like I'm preaching, but seriously, when you go through these times, it's really good to be kind, be good to yourself and be kind to other people, and that really builds the energy up around you.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn a bit about the day numbers, here they are. This is just years of experience working with house energies, working with homes, offices, and also people, just sort of giving you a quick indication. Of course, they're more complex than that. It sounds very judgmental, but it'll give you a quick bit of a link, and then from that number, you can actually tune into that person on a deeper level.
And Kerrie's website is in the chat as well if you'd like to get some of the free audios for some healing, and especially cutting the ties. Cutting the ties is a powerful meditation to get rid of those red flags and those relationships that are a little bit toxic and that you need to break yourself free from.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us in our Power of Hour, and
Hour of
Power. And if there's anything that you want us to if you want us to talk about, any topics you want, like these are just stuff I know, that I'm just trying, or anything that you want us to talk about, we're quite happy to do that. Because, as I said, I've written 14 books, I've got a lot of information, I've been doing this work, I was trained when I was 17 at the Spiritualist Church, so I've been doing this work for a very long time.
And thank you for everybody that submitted the questions, and we are deeply sorry if we didn't get to you.
But we'll get to you next time.
We'll get to you next time. There were so many that came through, and just keep on cut and paste. Keep on sending the messages so they continue to come through the Facebook thread, which gets.
And let us know if you haven't had a reading. But the other thing is too, look, if you missed out on the numbers, you can listen to it again, and try and just take some notes, and you'll be surprised. And I wouldn't mind a bit of feedback. And as I said, all the information's in this book, and about the numbers, about how to cloud gaze, how to read. I've got lots of information about different psychic things, and these psychic things that I'm talking about in the book, it takes you to stronger links psychically, and can build on your mediumship and other things. Also, I talk about remote viewing in that book. So yeah, there's lots of things that everyone can learn if you're interested.
And you can watch the replay of this recording as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, good night. Take care. Happy birthday, Kerrie.